What's going on, everybody? It's SJG. He's Wally Pitt, and you're watching the HBCU Game Day Fast Break Almost Championship Edition.
Yes, sir.
So tonight, it was the Final Four on the men's and women's side. Wally, talk about the game that started us off early on, that Virginia State and Bowie State game. I think that was a really great way to start off the day.
Yeah, it was. I mean, all the games were really good except for Union laying the smackdown like they were the Rock. But that first game, man, Bowie and Virginia State was a really, really good game. It almost seemed like Virginia State might have been the better team, but Bowie State made an adjustment, and then Virginia State didn't adjust to that adjustment. And then down the stretch, Bowie just kind of took the momentum and took it over. I mean, just a really good game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic, story of, you beat a team during the regular season, but, hey, it's a different ball game when you get to the tournament time. So the Trojans are out of this tournament. Maybe they'll get a chance to play in the NCAAs. I believe they were regionally ranked, so we'll have to see how that plays out.
Yep.
But on the other side of the women's bracket, the other team from Virginia, they got a chance to show what they could do, and they need no introduction. The Lady Panthers of Virginia Union University.
Yeah, not worthy at all. Union is just so good. They're so dominant. And, I mean, they almost make it look so easy. Last year in the tournament, they almost it seemed like they put too much pressure on themselves to say, okay, we got Lady Walker. We're the best team. We got to win. Now, I mean, it's just like they're going out there. They're going through their motions. They're running their stuff real crisp and clean. And this one was over before it started. A big run to start the game, and it was pretty much a wrap from there.
Yeah, Coach Anne-Marie Gilbert from Virginia Union talked about that, how, you need that, you almost need that smack in the face sometime for you. Last year, it came for them on this day in Friday, CIAA play against Johnson C. Smith. She said their game against Chowan early in the year was the catalyst for their change then. So, just a great time for the Lady Panthers, for them getting that, a little bit of a monkey off their back. I mean, they've been a dominant team in the conference, but all over the last year, even as they went to the national championship game, that was that one thing that they left on the table, which was the CIAA championship.
Yeah.
So they've got a chance for redemption of sorts there. And of course, they'll be playing in the playoffs, but they'll win that championship for sure. So it's all North, Virginia Union, Bowie State, and these ladies are going to get it on. I'm not going to want to miss it.
Yeah, definitely a David and Goliath type of a matchup too. Bowie, coming out of the Bojangles Arena, has played a whole bunch of games. They've been grinding them pretty much all out. And, Union, like we said, they've been dominating. So I'm looking forward to the women's final tomorrow.
Speaking of Union and State, they say in Virginia ain't nothing to do but cook.
Yeah.
But those boys was in the kitchen wrist twisting like a stir fry out here.
For
Virginia
sure.
State and Virginia Union. So we knew a Virginia team was going to get into the CIAA championship game. We just didn't know who it was.
Yep.
And Wiley, your thoughts on the game?
Man, Kory Cooley, period.
Cooley, high harmony.
His last name Cool, but that boy was hot. I mean, that game was very evenly matched right up until Cooley just went on this little run. I even feel like he got a couple steals. He did it on both ends. And just a good look to the Panthers for kind of like recognizing that he was hot and saying, you know what? Do your thing,
Yeah, I mean, I thought for them it was, Hughes was the guy on the night before, and he was the guy tonight. So, sometimes I've seen this enough now where there's a team that they just start getting different guys to step up, and then things just start bouncing their way. And I made a remark probably about 8 minutes left in the game, and they were up, and I was like, the ball is just bouncing Union's way this year. And they're a program that, has the most CIAA championships historically, but it's been a long time since they've been there. They haven't been here since 2006, man. I was still in school.
I was as well, yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's been a while since they've been playing in the championship game. And so great job for Coach Jay Butler and them guys. And so their opponent was determined in the last game, and I think the last game was just as exciting as the first game. Yeah,
and I mean, that last game was epitome good CIAA basketball. Right. I mean, tight the whole way, some lead changes, had everybody on their feet. Right. And, we talked a lot about how the home court advantage might be to Smith, but, with this being such a big arena, the goal that Bowie was shooting on in the second half happened to have their whole student section, right, and kind of the same for Smith. So it was this like weird dichotomy, right, of like each basket they were on kind of had the home advantage. Right. You know what I mean?
In front of their own benches as
exactly.
Well,
so I mean, just a really good game. And I mean, RD3, aka Big Shot Bob, Robert Davis, I mean, yeah, I mean, Robert Davis hit some big shots, but I mean, Roddick Ross was the MVP. And, you know, in our bracket show, I said I thought Kirchman would win the MVP. If Smith pulls it off, Roddick Ross is without question the MVP.
Still got one game to play, so he might have, you know, something up his sleeve. But, yeah, I mean, I think for Charlotte and for this tournament, you know, for the home team getting a chance to play in the final game is a good thing. A little bit different. Every year since I've been here in the CIAA 2013, either Bowie or Livingstone has been in the championship game. So no Bowie, no Livingstone, and so it'll be a little bit of a different feel. But I mean, Virginia Union has a chance to come away the top dog at both the men's and the women's championships. Yeah,
and the ladies team was real hyped. They were cheering on the men's squad, and you can kind of tell that, you know, in Richmond, they want to take home both of those titles, and I think they're going to be disappointed. They're not going to be, you know, happy to get their type squads. They're going to want to bring home both these ships.
So hopefully by the time you see this, there's a bus leaving Richmond, headed down headed down 95, speeding. Well, not too fast. So they could get here to cheer on both of their teams because they're going to be playing. And, you know, tomorrow, somebody's going to be cutting down those nets, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've been here the last couple of years. I've been here. And it's nothing like watching these guys, you know, get this moment. You know, these NBA rims, you know what I mean?
I mean, easily my favorite part is when the final buzzer sounds and you and I get to just walk around. I got the camera, you got the mic, and we just get to roll up on people and just get that raw emotion. I mean, there's nothing better.
People calling their moms and everything.
I mean, yeah, you know,
it's just
which you only get from Wally and SJG. Let's just keep it all the way live.
Right. So again, we got Virginia Union and Bowie State, an all Northern Division matchup in the women's. And then we've got North versus South, old school CIAA versus the hometown, and Johnson C. Smith and Virginia Union. It's going to be fun in Charlotte. We'll see you. For Wiley Pitt, I'm SJG.
Fastbreak.